So Turki Alalshikh posted a picture of Terence Crawford the other day, along with a couple of emojis, which seemed to suggest that he wants to work with Terence Crawford, that he'd like him to fight over in Saudi Arabia perhaps. And if that is the case, the question then is, against who? A rematch with Spence? A fight against Sebastian Fundora or somebody else at 154? A fight with Canelo? We know Canelo's tied up at the moment with Jaime Munguia, but perhaps after that. While I was pondering all these things, Eddie Hearn then posted a picture of himself with Turki Alalshikh and his new signing, Jerome Boots Ennis. So Hearn's already trying to promote his fighter to the Saudis, trying to get them interested in him. Can he get them interested enough to pay big money for Terence Crawford versus Boots Ennis? I certainly hope so, because that's the fight above all others that I'd like to see Terence Crawford in. And I think if Crawford wants it, it's the most doable fight, especially if the Saudis are involved. Now, we all know that Terence Crawford's coming off that great win over Errol Spence, that destruction, but many people have rightly expressed their concerns about Terence Crawford being inactive. That Spence fight was in July last year, and Crawford is now 36 years of age. It's inevitable that he's going to start to slow down. And when you got a guy like Boots Ennis who's hot on his heels that's a decade younger, if Crawford's going to give himself the best chance of winning that fight, then surely it's best to take it sooner rather than later. Maybe Crawford's interested in becoming undisputed at 154 or fighting Canelo Alvarez, and those would certainly be legacy-defining achievements. But if Boots Ennis goes on to be as good as I think and many other people think he's going to be, then beating Boots could be a legacy-defining achievement to top those. However, according to Mike Coppinger, that fight ain't happening anytime soon. He says that Crawford's next fight will be against Madrimov for the WBA title at 154. And while Turki Alalshikh will be promoting the fight, according to Coppinger, it won't be in Saudi Arabia, but instead in Los Angeles, California. If true, this would be the first Saudi boxing event outside of the kingdom. Now, don't get it twisted, this is a really good fight. Madrimov is a formidable foe. I just don't think he's as formidable as Boots Ennis. Just my opinion. But if this report from Coppinger is accurate, then it shows that Terence Crawford has already established this relationship with the Saudis. And if he wins the fight, then surely they'll have other plans for him. And remember, with Turki Alalshikh, he's basically playing fantasy boxing in real life. So undisputed for Terence Crawford at 154 might not necessarily be Turki Alalshikh's number one priority. Instead, it might be some crazy matchup, the most mouth-watering matchup that he can think of. I hope that will be Jerome Boots Ennis, but who knows? Anyway, let me know what you guys think about all this in the comment section below. Both Terence Crawford and Boots Ennis establishing relationships with the Saudis. How do you think this is all going to pan out?